Hello friends, welcome again to Democratize Quality. First of all, thank you for showing your engagement around my two articles which are around MCP. So why MCP are essential for LLM agentic workflows, and then the next one is 5 signs your AI workflow needs an MCP. So with your comments, what I got to know, okay, we have learned more about the theory around MCP. We have seen MCP in action, but those are in standalone. How this can work and get fit into the SDLC. For this particular purpose, I'm creating this video to show you a real use of MCP, not only in testing, but overall product quality. So with that, let me quickly start with showing you a microservices project which I have developed for this demonstration. In this particular project, I have a front end and microservices. In this project, I have created 3 services which are cart service, order service and product service, where you can develop your products with price and other details with their images, and then you can search those projects, add those projects to the cart, and then you can place order. So this microservices has been developed using different technologies. In one of the microservice product, we have used the open API standard in YAML format. In the another one, we have used the swagger.json file. So let me quickly show you. This is the schema file for my product service. In the cart, I have used the swagger.json file. If I start my microservice, npm run, so they start the services on port 3001, 3002, 3003, and then I can see the API docs on the API doc endpoint. If I go and open one of the service, say for an example, my product one. If I come and take a look at the product schema, it has ID, name, price, description, image, category in stock, updated at those details there. Let's take a look at the practical example. So where as a team, we wanted to add a new discount field to the product service, so which ranges from 0 to 100% the maximum discount, and then we wanted to update the product service accordingly. Now let's take a look at the complete SDLC picture, where I will be using GitHub coding agent. I have created a custom coding agent which is the API engineer. Let me take you through the project in the GitHub. In this one, I have to go and look for the coding agent. I come here and I have 2 custom agents. One is API engineer. So the work of this API engineer is to develop this code and to make sure they update all the documentation, all the types, each and every aspect of the service. And at the end, they should spin up the services, and whatever the changes, whether change in one service or 2 services, based on that, they will run happy path test using my MCP Democratize API testing server, and then it run the test failure or pass rate, and based on that they will create the new test cases and check in those test cases into the branch, and then create a PR as well. We want to add an optional field, and I quickly enter this here. And then I say, okay, from a numeric discount field to the product service with a range from 0 to 100%. And if I say go, if you look at it, it is set up a node environment, root dependencies. It will set up everything on the server and then start doing the main work. Finally, it has completed the overall process of creating the new discount field. It took around 24 minutes and 41 seconds. It has installed the MCP server, and then it started the API engineer coding agent. It has looked at the current implementation, the structure, the key file, and the routes of the APIs. And then once it starts creating those changes, it has summarized the task as well for adding the field discount, update the OpenAI schema, TypeScript files, sample test data, creating the test plan, and generating end-to-end plan. So now once it has done all the code changes, and it will build the code, the build succeeded, and after that it will start the test data. If you look at over here, it has called the API. This is where the API MCP server is in action. It has created a test plan. So using the API planner, so test plan has been created into this particular directory. So when the test plan has been created, based on the test plan, it will start looking at the execution of the test plan. It will start calling the endpoints. So first of all, it try to execute health API. Then once that done, it has done some another test, which is calling product by ID, and same way it has executed 6 or 7. So once it is done, so it has created the HTML file for the results, so which we will be seeing in later. It has created a playwright script with the correct endpoint so that we can use it later as well, and it is going to check in these test cases into the same plan. And then it has also created a readme file which you can go read and execute the test case for the other environment as well. So once everything is done, it has created a pull request to take a look at the test results summary. It will give you all the details here. So once everything is done, it will create a new branch and then it will create a pull request. So if you click on this pull request, it will take you to the pull request, and so you have to review it and approve it. You can merge the code, and if you want to promote into the next environment, you can run the test as well, which it has created, and then based on that, if you have review comment, you can add in. So it makes sure the human in the loop is there. Let's take a look at the testing report which it has generated. MCP has generated this report, how many pass, how many fail, and then quickly take a look at the product where we have added a new field discount, so whether the field is there. So as you can see, it has tried to execute or post a request with a discount, and then you can see what are the things which we were expecting and what are the things it has got. And then if we look at this one, so where we are trying to add a discount which is -5, so we are getting a 400, which is kind of a required validation. And similar way, so where the price is more than 150, we also got the bad request, and this is something which it has shown in the summary as well. What are the test cases it has executed? With this one, we have completed end-to-end SDLC cycle of a change, how it is being tested and how it has been included in the feature development, from development to testing. So with that, that's the summarization, how MCPs can be used. And the another thing which I have created, which I will take you through sometime later, is like performance engineer. So if any of the call request is taking more than 300 milliseconds, then the MCP performance testing will also kick in and will analyze further, and we can see where are the bottlenecks in the performance as well. So this way we are doing the performance engineering as part of the pipeline itself. And lastly, what coming next? This coding agent and executing MCP is not currently in Azure DevOps pipeline. So I have developed a Democratize quality API agent, so which is a pipeline task which provides the same functionality which you have seen in GitHub coding agent. It brings the same functionality into Azure DevOps. For that, stay tuned, and happy testing and happy learning.